So what is up, everybody? In today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can bale hay on your property easily. And sorry for the inconvenience of absolutely no overlay footage. I am doing this at like 10 o'clock right now. Please consider subscribing. So let's first state the obvious about baling hay. So first of all, you're going to need to grow the hay. Now this usually takes a couple months. For us it usually takes around from April to late June before the hay is actually ready. And that's around the time we did it this year, so that's what I'd recommend for you. Around that time. And also, you need to make sure it grows tall enough, because if it's not tall enough, you're not going to have enough hay to be able to actually grow that stuff. It's that simple. Just make sure you have tall enough hay, and yeah, that's it for this part. Oh, now this is where this video turns to the little bit more complicated side. So there are 3 ways that you can cut the hay. The first way you can do that is with a sickle bar, and basically what it does is just cuts hay from below and leaves it in piles around the field. You can do a brush cutter, brush hog, or whatever you like to call it, and basically that's what we use to mow our fields over here, and that'll be on my 26th of August video. And then you can use a hay brine, and what it will do is it will cuts the hay and just basically leaves it. But you can also add a hay conditioner to this, and what it will basically do is it'll basically just help the hay dry quicker, because you do not want to bale wet hay, trust me, because that's easily flammable, and if you store this in the barn, there is a pretty decent chance that it might just burn right to the ground, as seen as the embers currently on screen right now. What the hell? So this is a relatively shorter part of the video, and we're just going to talk about if your hay just doesn't dry quickly, you can head it, and basically what it will do is it'll flip the hay right on over from the dry side, which is likely on the top, and what it'll do is it'll flip it right over to the wet side, and then you'll just let it dry out in the sun. Do this as soon as possible, just so you know. If it's going to be sunny for one day, you might want to quickly get them out, because it might rain the next day, you never know. Now let's talk about raking. So rake the whole thing into different rows. Now that sounds really hard, but basically you're going to need a hay rake for this. Now, if you want the cheaper ones, you're going to need to get the older ones. And with that comes repairing the hay rake tooth. It sounds very hard, since there's I think there's 20 or 30 of them on there. But I have a repair video, it only took me 2 minutes, it'll probably take you less time. So here, let me show you how to do that real quick. So basically what you're going to need to do is as follows. You're going to need a retention cap and a carriage bolt. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to slide the carriage bolt into the retention cap. Now let me get the other part of the video real quick. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to slide the hay rake tooth into it until it fits perfectly in there, because this thing gets really annoying at some point. Make sure that it is. Then what you're going to want to do is remove the old hay rake tooth, and then you're going to slide the new one into it in the proper way. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to take one of those I don't remember what the tool thing was called or whatever. I can't speak English today, but you're going to want to hit the carriage bolt with that stuff, so that way it actually gets in there, and that's the easy way to actually repair a hay rake tooth. Full video on my channel. Now let's get back to the point. Basically what the hay rake is going to do is it's going to basically rake the whole thing into a pile, and then once that thing is all raked into a pile, now you're going to want to come back maybe a day or 2 later. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring it. You're going to want to run the baler, the hay baler right through. You want to make sure it's either square bales or round barrels, because those are the 2 that you're going to need, and you're going to bale them. It's pretty straightforward. Just run right over the thing, and there you go. Now let's talk about pricing, because this is actually kind of cool in some part. So these results are just from this year and how much money they're going for this year. So the square bales, what they're going to go for is they're going to go for $7 in 2022, because the square bales, they weigh anywhere from 50 to 70 pounds. The round bales go for about $50, because they weigh 800, 900 pounds, since I have a lot more hay in it. So yeah, that's it.